If you just joined us, this is World Insight. Let's go now to a quick update on Bangkok. After a week of being choked by a political standoff, Thailand now seems able to breathe again. The People's Alliance for Democracy packed their blankets and cooking utensils and vacated protest sites, including the country's main aviation gateways at Suvarnabhumi and Don Mueang airports. Let's take a look now at the current situation and look at the analysis in the world media. Thailand's political conflict reached a watershed on Tuesday. The country's constitutional court declared the three ruling parties in the governing coalition, that's the People Power Party, the Chhat Thai Party and the Machima Tipataya Party, were guilty of electoral fraud and ordered them to be dissolved. All three parties' 59 executives have been banned from the electoral process for 5 years. Thai Prime Minister Somchai Wongsawat has been forced to step down from office. Shortly after that court ruling, the main anti-government PAD announced the 8-day sit-in that severed air links to the capital would end. Early on Wednesday, Bangkok airports resumed operations. Authorities said the reopening of the airports will be a birthday gift to the King Bhumibol Adulyadej, who turned 81 on Friday. So as we saw just there, anti-government protesters have succeeded in bringing down the government, but most of the world's media believe that Thailand's conflict is far from over. Newsweek says after Thailand's constitutional court banned leaders of the three leading parties in that ruling coalition, that many Thais were wondering who exactly is in charge of their country. Most Thais are still looking to coalition parties Chhat Thai, Machima Tipataya and the People Power Party to cobble together a successor government, largely because those parties remain dominant. They still hold 245 seats in Parliament's 480-seat lower house, with the PPP alone having 219. But the PAD leader says no politician who is a proxy for former Prime Minister Thaksin Shinawatra will be tolerated. Well, this week, Thailand's parliament will vote for a new prime minister. The Wall Street Journal has turned its attention to that potential flashpoint. The newspaper quotes two people familiar with the succession discussion as saying that Thai Health Minister Chalam Yamburang and former Deputy Prime Minister Mingkwan Sangsuan are early favourites for the top job. Both are members of a pro-Somchai party. The journal also warned that forming a similar coalition could plunge Thailand into another cycle of protests. Well, the political upheaval is not over, and the damage to Thailand's battered economy and international image may well continue. The Asia Times says the more than 6-month protest movement had frozen an already lagging Thai economy. Since occupying the airfields last week, hundreds of thousands of foreign tourists have been stranded and key export industries crippled. Thailand's tourism sector contributes about 12% of the country's GDP. The country's Tourism Council predicts that up to 1 million people, or the 4 million involved in tourism-related work, could lose their jobs if foreign visitor numbers drop by half next year. Meantime, the country's economic growth is predicted to fall to between 0 and 1.3% in the year 2009. Well, statistics show nearly 70% of Thais are tired of those protests. They now hope for stability and economic improvement. But ending Thailand's political crisis requires compromise among the different parties. The past few months have shown that's definitely not an easy task. Up next, the US in transition and Barack Obama's new team.